and welcome to the CTM NewsBreak, where we keep you up to date on what's happening right here in town. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel. Well, good news for sports fans. The Massachusetts Pirates have signed Chelmsford native Sal Lupoli Jr. for the 2025 season.
The first team I originally was talking to was a team all the way out in Illinois. It wasn't even Chicago, it was Moline, Illinois, where it is the tractor capital of the United States. So I was ready to go, I was willing to do whatever it took. And as we got closer to the season, I talked to my dad, who's a mentor in my life, and he said, you didn't put too much thought into playing for the Mass Pirates. They play in Lowell, which I was actually under the assumption they were still in Worcester. Now, being in Lowell, I live 6 minutes from the stadium here at Tsongas. I talked to my agent, and I was like, is there anything that we could do if I could get over to Lowell, because this way I could play in front of my friends, my family, and just be home. How do you not want to be home? Because after practice, I can go home. My mom has cutlets ready, meatballs ready to go. So, that's how the Pirates kind of came about, and I'm extremely grateful. One of the biggest differences, it's inside, which is totally different. This was our first time in the stadium today, and walking out was pretty insane because the field is so much smaller. They play on a hockey rink. So as you can imagine, the field is super condensed, but it makes it for a much faster and much more physical game, which I'm really excited for. But the guys have been so great to me and teaching me, all these new rules, because arena football is very different from outdoor football. So the guys and coaches and the owner has been super great of getting me, acclimated to arena football.
In other news, despite recent precipitation, we are still officially in a drought. It might be surprising to hear that despite recent rainy weather, stream flow and groundwater have actually been worsening across all regions of Massachusetts. This is why it's imperative that we continue to practice water conservation to ensure that our drinking water supplies are sustained and to fully recover from and reduce drought impacts. And finally, 2025 has been a great year for celestial events. And the good news for sky watchers is that there's more to come.
Well, there's a lot going on for sure. This time, the moon is casting its shadow on the Earth. That's going to be a solar eclipse. And that's going to be on the morning of Saturday the 29th. It's not a total solar eclipse like we had last year. So here in the Boston area, when the sun rises on Saturday the 29th, find a place where you can watch the sunrise, because I guarantee you it'll be special. The sun will rise and there'll be a big bite out of it. About half of it will be covered because the moon is coming directly between the Earth and the sun. So these days, most people have something like this as their one and only camera. And if you have a cell phone that's relatively modern, then in the photo setting, you'll probably find a night mode. That's what you can use. It allows the camera to take longer duration images so that you can capture the stars and the moon or whatever is going on. So I got some tips. First is find that mode and practice, right? Practice with the moon the night before or the day before whenever it's clear, so you can get used to those settings and see what you can do. Second thing is, when you actually want to take the picture, right, find something to brace yourself, like against a tree or a wall or a chair or whatever, so that you can keep the camera steady. And the third thing is, you can buy little Bluetooth button clickers that are shutter releases for your camera, and those will help you get a nice steady view through your camera. I'm sure you'll get something that's good.
Thanks for watching the CTM NewsBreak, brought to you by Chelmsford Telemedia. If you have news we can use, contact us at newsbreak@chelmsfordtv.org. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel.